Content 10. He taught himself programming at the age of 12 and sold his first video game. Most kids spend their time playing video games, but Elon Musk was busy figuring out how to create them. Growing up in Pretoria, South Africa, he was an introverted and extremely curious child, always immersed in books, science fiction, physics, philosophy, you name it. By 10, he had devoured encyclopedias and novels, exploring complex ideas far beyond his years. At 12, Musk decided to teach himself computer programming with no formal instruction, relying solely on his curiosity and determination. The result was a video game called Blastar, a space-themed shooter that could rival the popular arcade games of the time. But Musk didn't just make it for fun. He actually sold it to a magazine for $500. Imagine a 12-year-old negotiating a deal, creating code from scratch, and applying his skills in a real-world transaction. In today's terms, $500 might seem modest, but it is the principle that matters. Musk was already demonstrating an entrepreneurial mindset and the ability to convert technical skill into tangible value. This early achievement wasn't just a milestone. It was a glimpse into the mind of someone who would later revolutionize multiple industries. Coding a video game at 12 revealed not only technical intelligence but also the ability to think systematically, to anticipate challenges, and to take initiative. All traits that would define his later ventures. Think about it. Here's a boy creating interactive worlds on a screen, and decades later, he's creating electric vehicles, reusable rockets, and AI-powered technologies. The spark that started in a small South African bedroom was the same spark that would one day push humans toward Mars. Number 9. He survived a turbulent and sometimes abusive childhood. Behind the image of a fearless tech billionaire lies a story of real human struggle. Elon Musk's upbringing was far from smooth. His parents divorced when he was young, and his relationship with his father, Elon Musk, was complex and, by his own accounts, sometimes painful. Musk also endured severe bullying at school, including physical attacks that left lasting memories. He has shared stories of being thrown downstairs and beaten by classmates, a traumatic experience that could have easily discouraged any child. Yet, instead of letting these hardships define him negatively, Musk turned adversity into fuel for his ambitions. He immersed himself in books, learning at a pace far beyond most of his peers, and nurtured a vision of a future where he could create and control change on a massive scale. Psychologists might argue that these early challenges shaped his risk-taking behavior and relentless work ethic, creating a foundation for the audacious decisions he would make as an adult. For instance, the resilience developed from surviving bullying and family conflict may explain why he can tolerate high-stress environments, bet his fortune on unproven technologies, and lead multiple pioneering companies simultaneously. Musk's early life also demonstrates a remarkable psychological adaptability. Many people who experience abuse or intense bullying either withdraw or conform to social norms to avoid confrontation. Musk did the opposite. He used learning and imagination as his refuge, creating mental spaces where he could experiment, innovate, and envision worlds far beyond his immediate reality. This coping mechanism eventually became a superpower, allowing him to tackle massive technological and business challenges with a level of focus and creativity few can match. Even his social isolation as a child seems to have played a role in shaping the unique perspective that defines him today. While other kids focused on video games or sports, Musk was reading, coding, and imagining new possibilities. His self-driven education and problem-solving were not just hobbies. They were strategic preparations for a life that would constantly demand innovation, endurance, and resilience. In other words, the very difficulties that might have crushed other children became the furnace in which Musk's extraordinary capabilities were forged. By examining these first two facts, a pattern emerges. Elon Musk is not just brilliant, he is relentless, audacious, and shockingly unconventional. From a boy who coded a video game at 12 to someone who endured a turbulent childhood, Musk's life is characterized by a unique combination of intellectual curiosity, resilience, and audacity. It's these qualities that allow him to dream big, defy conventional wisdom, and pursue ventures that most people would consider impossible. His early fascination with technology and his relentless self-education highlight a crucial trait. Musk doesn't just consume information. He internalizes it, experiments with it, and applies it in ways that have real-world impact. This is why he can take a concept like reusable rockets, which once seemed laughable, and turn it into a tangible, functioning reality. The same mindset explains Tesla, Neuralink, and his interest in AI. Each project reflects a mind that constantly questions boundaries and seeks to expand the possible. In essence, the facts about Musk in his youth, teaching himself programming and surviving a difficult childhood, serve as the blueprint for the visionary he has become. They reveal a man who blends intelligence, courage, and creativity, forging a path that is as unpredictable as it is inspiring. And as we move to the next set of facts, you'll see these traits expressed in even more astonishing ways, from early business ventures to bold, world-changing ideas. In short, Elon Musk didn't just grow up to be a billionaire. He grew up to rewrite the rules of what's possible, starting from a childhood defined by curiosity, struggle, and an insatiable drive to create. And the story of his first two shocking facts is just the beginning of an extraordinary journey that continues to unfold before our eyes. Number 8. He co-founded Zip2 and became a teenage millionaire. Before Elon Musk was launching rockets or building electric cars, he was a tech entrepreneur in his 20s. But even that journey began with a remarkable leap in his early adulthood. After moving to the United States from South Africa in the mid-1990s, Musk attended the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied both economics and physics, a combination that would later define his approach to business and innovation. During this time, he co-founded Zip2, an online city guide software company, with his brother Kimball. The vision behind Zip2 was deceptively simple yet ambitious: help newspapers transition from traditional print to online platforms, offering mapping, business directories, and navigation tools for consumers. What makes this fact so surprising is Musk's sheer drive and hands-on approach. He wasn't content to sit in a corner as a co-founder. He worked tirelessly, coding, strategizing, and pitching the product to investors and newspapers, often spending long nights debugging software while juggling business meetings. The dedication paid off. In 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for nearly $300 million, and Musk walked away with a personal fortune of around $22 million at just 27 years old. Think about that for a moment. Many people are just figuring out their careers in their late 20s, maybe paying off student loans or deciding which apartment to rent. Meanwhile, Musk had already built a company from scratch, sold it for hundreds of millions, and established himself as a serious player in the tech world. This early success not only gave him financial resources but also validated his audacious, risk-taking approach. It showed that his intuition, technical skill, and willingness to work harder than anyone else could yield extraordinary results. The Zip2 story also highlights a recurring pattern in Musk's life. He identifies opportunities where others see obstacles. At a time when the internet was still in its infancy, many traditional businesses didn't see the value of online presence. Musk not only saw the potential but also executed in a way that transformed the media landscape. His ability to blend technical expertise with business strategy, a hallmark of his later ventures, was evident even in this first big entrepreneurial win. And while some might think he would relax after such success, Musk immediately began looking for the next frontier, setting the stage for ventures that would make Zip2 look modest in comparison. Number 7. He turned PayPal into a global payment revolution. After Zip2, Elon Musk didn't rest on his laurels. Instead, he co-founded XCOM, an online financial services company that would eventually become the foundation of PayPal, the world-famous payment platform. Musk's vision was bold: create an easy, secure, and fast way to send money online, a concept that was revolutionary in the late 1990s when most people were still wary of internet transactions. The journey was anything but smooth. Musk faced intense competition, internal company politics, and skepticism from investors and regulators. Yet, he approached the challenge with characteristic audacity, pushing for technological innovation while simultaneously navigating complex legal and financial landscapes. Under his guidance, XCOM merged with Confinity, and the combined entity was renamed PayPal. Musk's insistence on efficiency, speed, and user-friendliness helped the platform gain traction, ultimately transforming it into the leading online payment system globally. The culmination of this effort was PayPal's acquisition by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion in stock, netting Musk around $165 million personally. This wasn't just a financial milestone. It was proof that Musk could take a disruptive idea and turn it into a global phenomenon. PayPal changed the way millions of people handled money, enabled e-commerce to flourish, and laid the groundwork for the digital economy we rely on today. What makes this fact particularly striking is how Musk's vision anticipated the modern financial landscape. Long before cryptocurrencies and digital wallets became mainstream, he was pushing the boundaries of what online money transfers could be. Moreover, his approach combined technical innovation, business acumen, and relentless persistence, a trifecta that would define his future ventures like Tesla and SpaceX. These two facts, co-founding Zip2 and transforming PayPal, reveal a pattern that's central to understanding Elon Musk. He identifies emerging opportunities, works relentlessly, and executes with precision. He doesn't merely follow trends, he anticipates them, often creating entirely new markets in the process. In both cases, he demonstrated an uncanny ability to merge technology with commerce, achieving financial success while simultaneously pushing the boundaries of innovation. What's more, these early ventures provide insight into Musk's risk tolerance and mindset. He could have comfortably enjoyed the wealth he earned from Zip2, but instead he reinvested his time, energy, and capital into ventures that were far riskier and more ambitious, including PayPal and eventually SpaceX and Tesla. His early successes weren't just about making money. They were about testing the limits of what was possible and proving to himself and the world that audacious goals could be realized through relentless effort, careful planning, and an unyielding vision. Another key takeaway from these stories is Musk's hands-on approach to leadership and problem-solving. Whether coding at Zip2 or shaping the financial architecture of PayPal, he didn't delegate critical responsibilities. He immersed himself in the technical and strategic aspects of his ventures. This combination of deep involvement and visionary thinking is rare and helps explain why his companies continue to challenge entire industries. Even today, the influence of these early ventures is evident. PayPal set a precedent for scaling technology with mass adoption, a lesson Musk would carry into Tesla, where he needed to scale electric vehicles globally, and SpaceX, where reusable rockets had to work flawlessly under immense scrutiny. The ability to envision, build, and scale disruptive technologies began with these foundational experiences. Proof that his teenage curiosity and early work ethic were merely the starting points for a career defined by audacious, world-changing goals. Younger 6, he founded SpaceX to make humans a multiplanetary species. Elon Musk isn't content with Earth. In fact, one of the most shocking facts about him is just how ambitious his vision truly is. In 2002, Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies, or SpaceX, with a goal that seems ripped straight from a science fiction novel. He wanted to make humans a multiplanetary species. The motivation was more than a desire for fame or profit. It stemmed from a genuine concern about the long-term survival of humanity. Musk has often spoken about existential risks, from nuclear war to climate change, and he saw space as a backup plan for civilization. What makes SpaceX's story remarkable is how unbelievable the odds were when it started. The aerospace industry is notoriously conservative, dominated by government contractors with decades of experience and enormous budgets. Musk, with no formal background in rocket science, entered this field armed only with self-taught knowledge, tenacity, and a vision. Critics laughed. Analysts called it impossible. Investors were skeptical. But Musk was undeterred. He personally invested tens of millions of dollars of his own money from his PayPal earnings to fund the company AS First Rockets, showing a level of commitment few could match. The early years were harrowing. SpaceX failed multiple times, with rockets exploding shortly after launch. Each failure could have spelled the end for a conventional startup, but Musk viewed them as learning opportunities, iterating quickly and pushing his engineers to innovate. By 2008, SpaceX succeeded in launching the Falcon 1 into orbit, a milestone that proved that Musk's vision was not only audacious but achievable. This breakthrough attracted NASA contracts and set the stage for the Falcon 9 and the Dragon spacecraft, which today supply the International Space Station. What's most inspiring and shocking is the scale of Musk's ambition. He isn't thinking about incremental innovation. He's thinking about colonizing Mars, developing reusable rockets, and eventually creating a self-sustaining city on another planet. For comparison, imagine a startup founder in Silicon Valley who, instead of creating the next social media app, decides to build the first permanent city on Mars. That's exactly what Musk is doing, and it underscores his willingness to take risks that most people can barely comprehend. Number 5. He turned Tesla into the world's leading electric car company against all odds. While SpaceX was aimed at saving humanity from cosmic threats, Musk's work with Tesla Motors was focused on saving the planet here on Earth. In 2004, Musk joined Tesla, an electric car startup struggling to make a sustainable vehicle desirable to the public. At the time, electric cars were widely considered impractical, slow, and expensive, a niche market with little hope of mainstream success. Musk, however, saw the opportunity to combine cutting-edge technology with sleek design and performance, creating electric cars that didn't just match gasoline vehicles, they surpassed them. He personally oversaw design, engineering, and production, often working 100-hour weeks, sleeping on the factory floor, and taking personal financial risks to keep the company afloat. In 2008, during the global financial crisis, Tesla was on the verge of bankruptcy. Musk invested almost all his own money to prevent the company from collapsing. The result? Tesla's Roadster, Model S, Model 3, and subsequent vehicles transformed the automotive industry. Today, Tesla is the world's leading electric car company, with a market valuation that rivals traditional automotive giants. Beyond cars, Musk has innovated in battery technology, autonomous driving, and clean energy integration, making Tesla a symbol of technological disruption and environmental commitment. What makes this fact particularly fascinating is how Musk managed to overcome skepticism from both the public and investors. Many thought that electric cars would never compete with gas-powered vehicles. Yet, under Musk's leadership, Tesla not only survived but thrived, pushing competitors to develop their own electric models and accelerating the global transition toward renewable energy. This success illustrates Musk's pattern. He identifies a critical problem, imagines a bold solution, and commits fully to executing it, often defying conventional wisdom and taking personal and financial risks that would deter most people. The story of Tesla also highlights Musk's hands-on leadership style. Unlike typical CEOs who delegate most operational tasks, Musk involves himself in minute engineering and design details, from battery chemistry to software development. He sets incredibly high standards, inspiring employees while simultaneously demanding relentless performance. His vision for Tesla isn't just about cars, it's about changing the future of transportation and energy consumption, reshaping entire industries in the process. Number 4. He launched the Tesla Roadster into space with SpaceX. If you think sending rockets to space is impressive enough, Elon Musk has a way of turning audacity into a statement. In February 2018, SpaceX successfully launched its Falcon Heavy rocket, the most powerful operational rocket in the world at the time. But what did Musk choose to put on top as the payload? Not a satellite or a government module, but his personal cherry-red Tesla Roadster, complete with a mannequin in a spacesuit dubbed Starman. This was not only a publicity stunt, it was a symbolic gesture that blended his two major ventures, Tesla and SpaceX, in a way that captured global imagination. The car entered an orbit around the Sun, destined to drift through the cosmos for millions of years, a testament to Musk's flair for spectacle and his desire to inspire curiosity about space and technology. People across the world watched live streams of Starman cruising past Earth, a surreal, almost cinematic moment that blurred the line between reality and science fiction. The launch demonstrated more than theatrics. It showcased SpaceX's engineering prowess. Falcon Heavy's success proved that reusable, powerful rockets were not only possible, but could also carry significant payloads. Yet, Musk's decision to put a Tesla in space exemplifies his unique blend of showmanship and strategic vision. It wasn't just about headlines. It was about capturing imagination, inspiring a generation, and demonstrating that space exploration could be thrilling and accessible. Beyond the spectacle, there's a deeper insight into Musk's personality here. While most CEOs would settle for safe, conventional moves, Musk deliberately creates moments that are bold, unexpected, and culturally iconic. Launching a car into space isn't just engineering. It's storytelling, branding, and inspiration rolled into one. And it reinforces a recurring theme. Musk doesn't just think about functionality or profitability. He thinks about impact, legacy, and the awe factor, blending technical achievement with a human sense of wonder. Number 3. He sleeps only a few hours a night to maximize productivity. Another shocking fact about Elon Musk is the extreme measures he takes to squeeze every ounce of productivity from his day. Musk is notorious for his intense work schedule, often sleeping as little as 6 hours per night, sometimes even less during critical periods at Tesla and SpaceX. Unlike most people who rely on conventional work-life balance, Musk treats time as a finite, precious resource to be allocated ruthlessly toward problem-solving and innovation. Consider a typical week in Musk's life. He divides his time meticulously among multiple companies, moving from Tesla's factories to SpaceX's launch facilities, attending board meetings, engineering reviews, and sometimes even personal experiments. He reportedly schedules his day in 5-minute increments, a level of planning that would overwhelm most executives. Yet, for Musk, it's a method to maximize impact and minimize wasted time, ensuring that each hour contributes directly to his audacious goals. This extreme work ethic has consequences, of course. Musk has openly acknowledged that it strains relationships, affects health, and creates immense pressure for those around him. But it also produces extraordinary results. By prioritizing work over conventional rest, he has driven rapid progress at both Tesla and SpaceX, achieving milestones that others considered impossible under normal timelines. It's a shocking glimpse into the mind of someone who treats every day as a race against mediocrity and every minute as an opportunity to innovate. Musk's approach to sleep and productivity also highlights a deeper philosophical point. For him, the stakes of innovation are existential. Colonizing Mars, revolutionizing energy, transforming transportation. These are not incremental business goals. They are monumental undertakings with real-world consequences. Musk's willingness to sacrifice personal comfort underscores his commitment to impact over convenience, a principle that fuels his relentless drive. Taken together, 4 and 3 reveal two contrasting but complementary sides of Elon Musk: the visionary showman who launches cars into space and the relentless worker who pushes the boundaries of human productivity. One fact dazzles the imagination, inspiring wonder and excitement, while the other shocks by demonstrating the sheer intensity and discipline required to turn visionary ideas into reality. Both exemplify Musk's pattern: unconventional thinking, fearless risk-taking, and extreme dedication, traits that have allowed him to redefine industries and inspire millions around the world. In summary, these facts illustrate that Musk is not an ordinary entrepreneur or engineer. He combines technological brilliance with a flair for drama and a work ethic bordering on obsession. From sending a Tesla Roadster into orbit to sleeping minimally while managing multiple billion-dollar ventures, Musk continues to push limits, challenge norms, and inspire awe. By understanding these facets, we begin to see why he remains one of the most compelling and unpredictable figures of our time. A man whose actions often seem too bold to be real, yet they consistently reshape reality. Year 2. He has an almost obsessive vision for artificial intelligence and the future of humanity. Elon Musk's mind isn't limited to rockets, cars, or online payments. It stretches into the realm of artificial intelligence, AI, and humanity's long-term survival. Musk has repeatedly warned that AI could become the biggest existential threat to human civilization, a statement that has grabbed headlines and stirred heated debates among experts worldwide. Unlike most tech leaders who celebrate AI as an unmitigated opportunity, Musk's approach is deeply cautious, proactive, and visionary. To tackle the potential dangers of AI, Musk co-founded OpenAI, an organization focused on ensuring that artificial general intelligence, AGI, benefits all of humanity. He has invested his time, energy, and resources to advocate for ethical AI development, calling for regulatory oversight and careful research to prevent scenarios where AI systems act unpredictably or against human interests. Musk isn't just talking theoretically, he's actively shaping the conversation, engaging with policymakers, scientists, and the public to ensure that the technology driving the future doesn't spiral out of control. What makes this fact shocking and fascinating is the scale of his concern and the clarity of his vision. Musk imagines futures where AI could outperform human intelligence in every domain, potentially making humans obsolete if safeguards aren't implemented. His warnings are not alarmist theatrics. They are grounded in his unique ability to foresee technological trends, informed by both his engineering expertise and imaginative thinking. For example, he has likened AI to summoning the demon if humanity doesn't handle it responsibly, a stark metaphor that highlights the stakes involved. Moreover, Musk's obsession with AI underscores a recurring theme in his life: a fusion of imagination, technical skill, and moral responsibility. Whether colonizing Mars or transforming transportation, he consistently demonstrates a willingness to confront challenges that are existential, unprecedented, and fraught with uncertainty. His perspective reminds us that true visionaries aren't content with incremental change. They think about survival, legacy, and the trajectory of humanity itself. Number 1. He is driven by an almost superhuman level of ambition to change the world. If all the previous facts didn't make it clear, here's the ultimate takeaway. Elon Musk is relentlessly ambitious. From launching rockets to producing electric cars, advocating for AI safety, and envisioning human colonies on Mars, every move Musk makes is guided by a singular desire: to reshape the future of humanity. This level of ambition is almost incomprehensible to most people. Imagine a life where every decision, every sleepless night, and every risk is fueled by the goal of changing the course of human history. That is the reality of Elon Musk. His ambition is not abstract or idle, it's tangible and operational. Musk doesn't merely dream, he acts. He invests enormous personal wealth into risky ventures, personally oversees engineering and production, and constantly pushes his teams toward goals that many consider impossible. For instance, the development of the Tesla Model 3, a mass-market electric car, involved countless near-bankruptcies, production hell, and intense public scrutiny. Yet Musk persisted, achieving a result that not only saved the company but accelerated the global adoption of electric vehicles. Similarly, at SpaceX, Musk's ambition has led to historic achievements: reusable rockets, cargo missions to the International Space Station, and plans for interplanetary travel. Even the seemingly theatrical launch of his Tesla Roadster into space reflects a mind that is constantly pushing boundaries, blending science with spectacle, and inspiring millions to think bigger. Musk's vision is simultaneously practical and inspirational, combining engineering, business strategy, and a profound sense of purpose. What's particularly striking is that Musk's ambition doesn't exist in isolation. He leverages collaboration, innovation, and risk-taking to multiply his impact. By surrounding himself with highly capable teams and maintaining a culture of audacity, Musk ensures that his goals are not just personal dreams, but systemic transformations affecting industries, technology, and even global perception of what's possible. His life is a masterclass in visionary leadership, resilience, and unrelenting focus. Taken together, number 2 and number 1 reveal the essence of Elon Musk, a man who combines technological genius, bold risk-taking, and a profound sense of responsibility for the future of humanity. He challenges norms, confronts enormous risks, and pursues projects that many deem impossible, all driven by an unshakable desire to leave a lasting impact on the world. Musk is not just a billionaire or inventor. He is a catalyst for change, redefining industries, inspiring innovation, and pushing the boundaries of human achievement. Elon Musk's life is a story of audacity, brilliance, and relentless pursuit of the impossible. From coding video games as a child to colonizing Mars, revolutionizing transportation, and safeguarding humanity from existential threats, Musk defies conventional limits at every turn. He teaches us that vision without action is meaningless, and that true impact requires courage, discipline, and the willingness to take enormous risks. If you found these facts as shocking and inspiring as we did, don't forget to like this video, share it with friends who love exploring extraordinary lives, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on more unbelievable stories of innovators and visionaries. Hit the join button to become a member and unlock exclusive content, behind-the-scenes videos, and extended insights into history, technology, and the minds shaping our future. Finally, if you want to directly support the channel, use the Super Thanks feature below the video. Every contribution helps us continue uncovering the most fascinating stories on the planet. See you in the next adventure into the lives of remarkable people who changed the world.